Hi, I'm Julia the Gemologist from the Gem Academy and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm getting a few questions about how to speak to customers about laboratory grown diamonds, and this could make, oh no, there I go, already. I'll just leave me there. Now, I'm getting a few questions about how to speak to customers about laboratory grown diamonds, and I thought this could make quite a cool little series for you guys. So in this video, we will discuss the answer to the common question, are laboratory grown diamonds real? So, are laboratory grown diamonds real? Well, you're not imagining them. Feel free to use that one for yourself. Now, this joke probably has about a 30% success rate for making people laugh, so feel free to steal it, but use it at your own risk. Now, even though this isn't my best one-liner, it does highlight how ambiguous this question is. To ask whether something is real could be interpreted in different ways. Now, we can assume that this question is most likely trying to get the answer to one of two things. So a customer could be asking, is this stone a diamond? Or is this stone natural? Now, you know what they say about assuming. To assume is to make an ass out of you and me, and I'm not an ass. Are you? Then let's delve in to this further and discuss how we should respond to the question, is it real? Oh, I'm missing myself too much. Let's put me back up, shall we? Okay, let's talk about the first scenario where the question, is it real, means, is it a diamond? So when a customer is holding up a piece of jewellery, of what appears to be diamond jewellery, and asks, is it real? They are most likely asking, is the stone a diamond? And basically trying to find out that it's not a cubic zirconia or synthetic moissanite or any other material. And in this situation, the answer is yes. A laboratory grown diamond is the same material as natural diamond. The word material meaning the substance of which it is made. So in regards to natural diamonds and laboratory grown diamonds, they are the same substance, the same material. They have the same chemical composition, which is carbon, and they have the exact same crystal structure. And because of these two things, laboratory grown diamonds share all the awesome properties of natural diamonds, such as their extreme hardness, their adamantine luster, and their ability to produce fire and brilliance. In summary, in this scenario where a consumer asking, is it real, meaning, is it diamond, the answer is yes. As in this scenario, we are also trying to communicate back to the consumer that it's not an imitation. We want to communicate that it is the same material as natural diamond. However, we've assumed what the consumer is asking, and it might not be what they're trying to find out. And as we cannot read minds, right? What if this isn't what the consumer is asking? And what if, when they are looking at a ring or a necklace and asking, is it real? What if they're actually trying to find out whether the stones are natural? So this is scenario 2, where the question, is it real, means, is it natural? If we answer yes to this question, we are guilty of misselling, as laboratory grown diamonds are not natural diamonds. So even though it's the same question, it requires a different answer. So how are we as professionals meant to know what the consumer is trying to ask? And the answer is, we're not. Now, consumers may not know all the lingo and correct terminology for gemstones, and they shouldn't have to. But as a result, they will ask what they want in any way that they want to. And it's actually our job as the professionals to clarify everything to the consumer to ensure that they are fully informed about whatever product they are looking at. So what should we be saying to consumers that are looking at laboratory grown diamonds? Due to ambiguity, it is advisable that we do not use the term real at all. So especially related to any laboratory-grown diamond products. And this could also apply to other terms such as genuine and also fake, because again, these terms have too many meanings. So why is correct terminology important? Well, if we sell a laboratory-grown diamond to a consumer and they leave thinking that they've bought a real diamond, they might have misunderstood what they've purchased. And this could come back and bite a seller on the butt, as technically that consumer could say that they've been missold. And if they take their case to court, they could win. So, if you're in the business of selling laboratory-grown diamonds, to protect your business, you should always give clear, accurate disclosure when describing these products. And they should be labelled clearly as laboratory-grown diamond or synthetic diamond, and all paperwork and descriptions should clearly state these terms in full when naming the product, and unambiguous, clear descriptions of the product. So what terminology should we be using? That is a great question. So what all makes this extra confusing is that the terminology that can be used for these products varies from country to country. So it does depend on where you are and where you're doing business as to what terms you can use. Recommended terms are often tied into trading standards and law. So it is very important that you're aware of what you can and cannot say or what phrases you can use. Now, the USA and Canada have a wide array of terms that they can use. Most locations adhere to the terminology that's laid out in the Diamond Terminology Guideline, and this is what we follow here in the UK. This guideline is directly linked in to trading standards. Now, these guidelines state that the terms real and genuine can only be used in conjunction with natural gemstone products, and they specifically state that they cannot be used in any way to describe laboratory-grown diamonds. Hello, I'm just editing the video and I need to add something extra in here in regards to terminology that's allowed within the Diamond Terminology Guideline. Earlier in the video, I said this. In this scenario where a consumer asking, is it real, meaning, is it diamond? The answer is yes. Technically, if you're following the Diamond Terminology Guideline, you cannot say this. You cannot say that a laboratory-grown diamond is a diamond, because diamond, by definition, they take as the natural mineral. So it's actually really hard to get around. So when someone ever says to me, is it a diamond? I kind of always just say, well, yes, it's the same material as natural diamond. However, it has been grown within a factory or a laboratory, but it has all the same properties, and it chemically and physically, it's the same material, just has that difference in how it was produced and then value and rarity. So, in answer to the question, are laboratory-grown diamonds real? The answer is either yes or no, depending on what is being asked. But as we do not know what is being asked, in response, it's best to clearly lay out what the product is, using correct terminology for your location with no ambiguity. So we must do this to ensure that there is no chance of confusion and no possibility of misselling. Now, if you would like to read the Diamond Terminology Guidelines for yourself, I've added a link to this document below. And I could always make little videos on these guidelines for different countries as well. So if you would like that, would you like that? Let me know. Speak to me. That's it from me today. If you work with diamonds, subscribe to this YouTube channel, as I'll be here for you every week on Tuesdays. I hope you enjoyed this video by the Gem Academy. Feel free to ask me questions, and I'll see you next week for more on laboratory grown diamonds. Take care, and I'll see you soon.